There are giants in the sky. There are big, tall, terrible giants in the sky. When you're way up high and you look below at the world you left and the things you know, little more than a glance is enough to show you just how small you are. When you're way up high and you're on your own in a world like none that you've never known, the sky is lead and the earth is stone, you're free to do whatever pleases you, exploring things you'd never dare, 'cause you don't care when suddenly there's a big, tall, terrible giant at the door. A big, tall, terrible lady giant sweeping the floor. And she gives you food and she gives you rest, and she draws you close to her giant breast. And you know things now that you never knew before. Not till the sky. Only just when you've made a friend and all, you know she's big but you don't feel small. Someone bigger than her comes along the hall to swallow you for lunch. And your heart is lead and your stomach's stone, and you're really scared being all alone. And it's then that you long for the things you've known and the world you left and the little you own. The fun is done. You steal what you can and run, and you scramble down and you look below as the world you know begins to grow. The roof, the house, and your mother at the door. The roof, the house, and the world you'd never thought to explore. And you think of all of the things you've seen, and you wish that you could live in between, 'cause you're back again, only different than before. After the sky, there are giants in the sky. There are big, tall, terrible, awesome, scary, wonderful giants in the sky.
Haven't thought this through or played it out 1,000 times in my head, Uncle. How it ends. The dead get storified, Uncle, not the living. All my life, Uncle, the stories. Always the stories. Myths and legends, quests and monsters poured into our greedy little ears before we could even speak or understand. Sucking them down like mother's milk, so they bypassed our reason and took root in our guts. Mothers and fathers and brothers and sisters, incest and rape and infanticide. And family. Know why they always set them in Thebes? Because the Athenians who dipped their pens in our blood can imagine it here. Amongst the savages, the cockroaches, the slime. The city built with dragon's teeth. We don't do democracy, but we do nice little lying and charismatic sociopaths. That's Thebes. A sociopathic theme park. The Athenians can't imagine it happening in their democracy, but they can imagine it here. I'm talking about who I am, what my role is, my function. Antigone wasn't just my name. It was a part someone created for me. My father, my brothers, you. I understood for the first time who those monsters I grew up with were. My people. They were me. All of them. Walking through the city that night, I saw 2 dozen Antigones. All those Antigones with their stories etched into their faces. sleepless, determined, running the story in their head 1,000 times, the same one. Girl refuses. Girl dies. Girl refuses. Girl dies. The same cheekbones, the same eyes, I'm them. They are me. I run, the blood drumming in my ears, heart exploding in my chest. The same story running through my head 1,000 times. Brother kills brother. King praises one and condemns the other. A brother rots, a sister covers. A lover pleads. A sister's sister is weak. The king repents, but the sister must die. An old man mourns, and the king implores, but the sister must die. The sister must die. The sister must die. That's the price, the payoff. It's beating in my blood. It's the rhythm of my breathing until it screams, stop!
That's enough now, Antigone. There. Is that what you want? Me to say your playground name? Well, I'll give you that, Antigone. But it means nothing. It changes nothing. You aren't even a footnote. That jacket you wear, the one that you've made a myth and legend of the rebellion, it wasn't found in a charity shop. It was your father's. Yeah. I remember him coming back and strung out like a peacock, outwitted the Sphinx and stolen to thieves like a spiv. Then when he married my sister, he gave it to Eccles. Polynices stole it from him. Like father, like son. Thieves! Stealing from their own. Then it was given to you. But like everything that your brothers did, it was just an afterthought. So you were right. It did mix your smells. But not in the way you think. Not in the smell of cigarettes, French Saint-Cree and Gucci. But in the stale, rank sweat of the incestuous stock you and your sister will be the last of. You say that jacket will be Polynices' shroud, but it will also be your tomb. It's riddled with the new string. The sniper shot through the ampoule in the breast pocket. See, it's not just the resistance. They've learned to be small and adaptable like the virus. The inside pocket? No, not that one. The other one. An antidote. A prototype. Hasn't been trialed on humans yet, but it has an 89% efficiency in rats. Horrific side effects. For a week or so. But they'll soon rectify that. This is your last chance.